And hello again, everyone. We welcome you to Edward Hurd Gymnasium in the campus of Lima Central Catholic High School. Big matchup tonight in the Northwest Conference. Matchup between a couple of state-ranked teams as the T-Birds of LCC entertain the Knights of Crestview. With Miles Holliday, I'm Randy Roberts. So, partner, here we are, just a couple weeks left in the regular season. And what a game we've got tonight here. You've got two teams state-ranked. You've got one team trying to stay at least tied for first in the Northwest Conference. And yes, Miles is playing with his little Paulding Putnam Electric Cooperative truck, and that's because the pregame tonight is sponsored by Paulding Putnam Electrical Cooperative, celebrating 90 years of service to our members. Yes, we'll get you a boom truck. You can take that with you, partner. If we can get you to focus about basketball for a minute here, we got. I don't want to use the same superlative over and over, but fairly important matchup going on tonight here.
It doesn't get bigger than this one right here, right now. Where else would you rather be, Randy Roberts? I get to call it with the best in the business, and this is going to be a huge matchup. Both teams, really, it's an elimination game on who's still going to be a guy that's alive at the end of the NWC regular season. These two teams are absolutely ultra talented. It's going to be a lot of fun. Great atmosphere here tonight.
At Crestview right now, one of three teams tied atop the Northwest Conference with one loss. So, game means a lot to them. LCC is 2 league losses, so maybe not eliminated as we get down to the last couple of weeks, but they're going to need some help if they want to share the conference crown. Also, someone's big winning streak is going to end tonight. Crestview comes in on a 13-game winning streak while LCC has won 6 in a row. Let's talk a little bit about the Knights of Crestview as we show you their starting lineups. We just mentioned they've won 13 in a row. They're now 15-3. We saw them way back about the second weekend of the year. We talked about how it was kind of up and down at that point. Well, it's been all up since then.
Yeah, I believe we were at Wayne Trace when that win streak started. So they were 3-3 at the time. Unbelievable basketball team right now, or 2-3. Whatever it is, they're playing great basketball. How many times can you say you have a 13-game win streak? It's absolutely unbelievable what Doug Etzler's gotten going there at Crestview.
Yeah, the Knights are scoring 58 points a game while allowing 43. And when you talk about the Knights, got to start with a 6'6 senior, Ren Sheets. 17 points, 8 rebounds a night, shooting 71% from the floor.
Ren is the defending NWC Player of the Year from a year ago. He is absolutely fantastic. He does everything for them. Randy, they're going to break out a 1-3-1 zone tonight, and he's going to be at the spear. He's going to be at the top of that. Why? Because Ren Sheets is athletic, and he's got unbelievable arms. He can reach anything. Ren Sheets is a heck of a player.
Meanwhile, for LCC under head coach Sean Powell, they're coming in scoring about 60 a game while allowing 54, and they get a nice 1-2 punch. This is a rather young team, and we expect them to do some big things in the future, but they're playing really competitive basketball now. 6'1 junior Jordan Pretty, their leading scorer, 20.5 points, about 5 rebounds, and Azad Burton, a guy we saw back the opening weekend of the year. We saw him play, and we thought, man, give this kid a year. He's going to be really good. No, give him until about mid-season. 11 points, but he's not counted on in being the big scorer for the T-Birds.
Yeah, look, they are 11-6 right now. Fantastic basketball team, but 11-5 overall. What are they? They're what?
12-6.
12-6. There you go, 12-6. I knew it was good. Just 12-6 is better than 11-6. They're fantastic. And the good thing about this in T-Bird land, they're mostly coming back next year, all of them. So this is going to be a lot of team to watch develop even further.
We're going to take a timeout. When we come back with our Paulding Putnam Electric Cooperative pregame show, Miles is going to give you some keys to the game when we return here on WOSN. Randy Roberts, Miles Holliday back with you here in Monsignor Edward Hurd Gymnasium. As they go through the announcements of our starting lineups, that gives us a chance go through some keys to the game tonight, partner. What'll be some keys tonight for the Crestview Knights?
Yeah, number 1, Randy, caution flammable. This team is red hot, 13 in a row. Whatever you've been doing to win 13 in a row, do the same thing. Caution flammable. Number 2, stay guarded. Yeah, this team at the beginning of the year, Randy, we had them a little suspect with guard play. Not the case now. They are fantastic with Parrott, Leaf, Hefner, fantastic guard. Stay guarded, make sure they're still good. And then number 3, Wrecking Ren. Oh, he is a wrecker, isn't he? 17 points, 8 rebounds a game. 71% from the field.
I did double check the math when I saw the stats.
That. Yeah, and 46 big blocks. He's a wrecker, Ren Sheets. And then for the T-Birds of LCC, where I just heard, Randy, they have 12 wins.
They do.
I had 12 wins. That's unbelievable. My eyes don't work anymore. I had 11 wins on there, but it's actually 12. 12-6 to T-Birds. Here are some of their keys. Number one, balanced birds. Keep that ball movement. Get a lot of guys scoring. When they have Jordan Pretty, who can fill it up, man, he can score over 30 if he wants. But they're not really good when they do that. He's carrying the offense. You want to have balance with that offensive scoring. Number two, no clean sheets. That means be physical with Ren Sheets and his brother Will. Be real physical with those two. Make it dirty inside. And then number three, DJ Jazzy Jeff Williams. Oh, boy. He is quicker than a hiccup. He is a fantastic guard. 10 points a game, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 53% from the field, 70 from the line, 39 from the three-point line. Oh, yeah, and he's a youngster. Keep your eye on DJ Jazzy Jeff. He is unbelievable. It's going to be a lot of fun. Talent everywhere on the floor here tonight.
That's going to wrap up our pregame show tonight, which is brought to you by Paulding Putnam Electric Cooperative, celebrating 90 years of service to our members. Do not adjust your sets. They did turn the lights out here in the gym. Looking forward to a good one tonight. This matchup, by the way, 37th all-time between these two. LCC leads the all-time series 23-13, and the T-Birds snapped a 6-game losing streak to the Knights with what I believe is a 1-point win, 49-48 to be exact, last season. Well, I was going to bring up the special T-shirts that the players and coaches are wearing, but we might want to wait for the lights to come back in so we can see them. So instead, how about enjoy the starting lineup announcements for the T-Birds?
Yeah, I absolutely love this, right? They even got the side lights on the gymnasium lighting up. It's a great atmosphere. Remember the first time we were here and they turned the lights out and you got all scared? You wanted me to hug you?
Yes.
It's okay, Randy. It's just all part of pregame, buddy. It's got that Michael Jordan 1990 Chicago Bulls feel in here, doesn't it?
It does, and it's one of these things when, and you predate me by about so years. Didn't have this when we played high school.
No, barely had ropes.
They announced you ran out in the middle of the floor, and if you were the first guy, you were the awkward guy out there by yourself until your other teammates came out there.
Yeah, it's a great environment here, and how can you not be excited about, one, playing in this game, but two, broadcasting it. We are so fortunate to have this one here tonight.
So it is a special night. Had a great announcement before the game. We saw the cheerleaders and coaches during the JV game in T-shirts. So it is, you're the one with all the notes, right? Dunks for Cancer?
It's
Dunks on Cancer.
Dunks on Cancer. It's the sponsor, St. Jude's, and the proceeds for the shirts and the sponsorships for the event are going towards St. Jude's. And Randy Roberts, there it is. Parrott, Leith, Putnam, Hefner, and Sheets for Crestview. As the 5, it's going to be Ren Sheets in the middle for Crestview, and he's going to be tipping it off. Can't see the number 11 as Drew Peaster, and it is go time, Randy Roberts.
So the Knights win our opening tip. We are underway, looking inside. I'll swing this around. Here's Ren Sheets, the perimeter.
Man-to-man defense right away out of Sean Powell's team.
Go inside 2 Sheets. He's double-teamed. Had to get rid of the basketball. He's got it back in his hands. Backing down his defender, trying to go baseline. Lost the handle. Wasn't sure if he wanted a reverse layup or to go into the corner. But it comes out. Here's Jeff Williams. Williams with a basketball. He's going to go baseline. Right to the rack. Lays it up and in.
Oh, there you go, DJ Jazzy Jeff. Quick on the baseline. T-Birds up first.
2-0 early on our scoreboard tonight. Brought to you by Carey Insurance and Grover Hill, proudly investing in our youth programs and our communities. Trying to turn the corner, pull-up jumper in the paint is good for Tommy Hefner.
Now, one thing that you know about Doug Etzler's teams over at Crestview is when they set screens, they're going to be solid screens. Why? Because that's what he loved to do when he was at Ohio State. Not set them, but come off a screen so he could shoot. So good scorers know how to get good shots and have guys set screens for you.
By the way, Coach Etzler just recently picked up his 100th career win 2 weeks ago at Crestview. So when you get your first one, and Miles knows this from experience, you just don't know how many you're going to get. Had a good win there as Pretty scores on the baseline.
Yeah, you're going to see it right here. Great find by Burton. 5-out offense, Pretty, when the head turns, make a backdoor cut. Leith lost him. Easy deuce for the T-Birds.
Hayden Parrott had the ball knocked out of his hands. It's going to stay Crestview ball.
Possession will stay with Crestview.
So it will be Braxton Leith who will do the inbounding. They'll have to shoot this one into the backcourt for Parrott.
Yeah, what a matchup here, Parrott versus Pretty. And don't try to pay attention to who's got the ball by looking at red shoes, because everybody's got red shoes on here tonight.
Try to get the lob into Sheets. That one's defended well.
Peaster knocked that one away.
Now the turnaround jumper, tried to get it off the window. It's no good for Burton. Rebound out to the Knights. So they want to swing this one around the perimeter.
Oh, what an entrance pass.
Get it to Sheets, can't get it to go. Second effort, still doesn't go. Third one was knocked out of his hands as Brady Parker comes away with it.
Well, you're not going to see Ren Sheets miss not one, but two bunnies on one possession very often.
Especially for guys, we said, shooting 71% from the floor. It's 125 of 175, so it's not like he's just 20 of 25.
You can't do that in the driveway by yourself.
Well, is he defended by his brother?
That's tough, and might have a runaway here.
Pretty had the ball knocked away. Getting to the basket, laying it in will be Hayden Parrott.
Yeah, really nifty finish by Parrott. You're going to see it right here. Being harassed by Williams, and Burton almost gets it. But nice job by Parrott to even this thing up.
Now we'll get a whistle and foul on the other end. This one will go on Parrott.
It's
It's going to be his first, team's first.
Yeah, keep an eye on that. If Hayden Parrott gets himself in foul trouble, that is going to really impact this basketball game. So he's going to have to be very passive on defense here moving forward in the rest of this half.
Off the inbound, three ball is going to be up no good. As Pretty mistimed his jump, going for the rebound, was in the air. Couldn't get a handle on the basketball.
He's a guy that's a really good rebounder too, Pretty. 4 rebounds a game. Not a guy that you'd think would be a rebounder because he scores so well.
Leith trying to get that high lob in. Sheets is going to fall down. Once he catches it, he's out of bounds, and it's a turnover.
I like the plan by Sean Powell, the head coach of LCC. That weak side help coming over, and that was Jeff Williams, DJ Jazzy Jeff coming from the weak side to help on Ren Sheets.
So Williams at the point will give this one off to Brady Parker. Now to Jordan Pretty. Pretty will back up. We didn't mention Brady Parker in our pregame, but you want to talk about a glue guy that does a lot of little things. He's one of those guys. And how about the slash to the basket for Zod Burton?
Yeah, got to be concerning for Doug Etzler that 2 of the baskets that LCC has, well, all 3 actually with the backdoor cut, including with Pretty, have been finished around the rim, getting guys free.
Puts LCC back in front as we're halfway through this opening period. 3 ball on the other end just rims out. Tough break for Hefner. Rebounds out to the T-Birds. They want to push, and they'll get the basket and the foul.
Are you kidding me, Randy Roberts? Look at the absolute laser delivered by Jeff Williams to find Pretty then. The Pretty one with the finish.
Team second, bucket by George.
So Pretty gets the score. He's going to have a chance to add on to it as he'll step to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. Visit Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Wapak, Devils, and St. Mary's, locally owned and operated. Lee's is not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too.
So I stopped at Lee's on the way into town today. Guess who took my order?
I have no idea.
College football, Ohio State Hall of Famer, a legend, Keith Byers. Hello, this is Keith Byers. Welcome to Lee's.
NFL retirement just isn't paying what it used to.
Unbelievable. I was going to order everything because I'm a big Keith Byers fan.
There's a play down in the low block as they get it into Leon Putman.
A nice finish by Putnam, a little kind of baby hook on that one. guy that can score but doesn't need a lot of shots to do it.
Three-pointer in the other end is going to be no good as Leith has the rebound. Parrott tried to turn the corner. He's going to get this back to Putman. Here's Leith again. He'll let fly from deep. Can't get that one to go. Hefner got tough rebound in traffic. There's going to be a 2. Step inside the arc with a couple of friendly bounces. It's a basket for Liam Putman.
Yeah, Putnam, a 40% shooter from the field. 100% that time. Great look. Another pass that is unbelievable by Williams.
Just rolled off the rim. Tommy Hefner. Hefner's going to take on 3 defenders, loses the basketball on his way up, and it's going to go over to LCC.
A tremendous defense by Brady Parker, number 2. Hanging out in the middle of the key. Could have easily fouled, but didn't play the principle of verticality.
Both teams are going to make some changes here. 2:40 to go in the opening quarter. 9-8 LCC in front on our Carry Insurance scoreboard.
A young man that's going to inbound it right there, Dom McKee. You watch him play football, what an offensive tackle he is. And we talked a little bit about that 1-3-1, and here it is right there. Crestview's going to play it up on the defensive end. Now, they're going to drop Ren Sheets down to the free throw line. You see him right at the free throw line. They will, at times, move him to the top as his brother comes in, the sub for him.
Got Hefner at the top of that, and Tommy saw how high he was able to get the leg up in the air to affect that pass to get the kicked ball and force the inbound.
You will have jumpers in that corner as much as you want against a 1-3-1. A pretty nice job of penetrating against it.
Gets it out to Brady Parker, who's able to get in and score.
A good penetration by Purdy to find Brady Parker, and nice little 15-footer for number 2.
4 different players already scored for the T-Birds. They're up 3 with 2 minutes to go in our opening quarter.
Hey, some balanced birds. One of our keys right there.
Knights trying to set up offensively. Right now it's around the perimeter. A little inside out as they went with Will Sheets. Will in for his brother. Now tough shot in traffic. That one doesn't go. Rebound's tipped around. How about the right place at the right time? Will Sheets with a left hand sticks it up and in.
Yeah, Will Sheets, that's what he does, right? You have that Sheets last name that know you're going to rebound. Gets about 4 rebounds per game. Nice finish by Will Sheets.
Pretty goes over the top to Burton. He's going to set up the offense as LCC will try to take some air out of this basketball even in this opening quarter. We'll go into the quarter. Here's Pretty for 3. He will bury the Vantage Career Center 3-pointer.
Yeah, release, rotation, and celebration for Pretty. You know what will get you out of a zone? Penetration and a shot, and then a made 3. That 1-3-1 is being carved up by the T-Birds.
Now a turnover, a pull-up jumper from the elbows. Back-to-back baskets now. Jordan Pretty having a big opening period. He has 10 of the 16 T-Bird points.
Yeah, and kind of a quiet 10, right? Just efficient. He doesn't have to dominate the basketball to get his 10, and here comes some run and jump by LCC.
Good recognition for Liam Putman as he realized the basket was open. He's going to be fouled on his way to the hoop.
Yeah, Zod Burton's going to get a nice talking to by referee Scott Nurse right there. Didn't like how animated he was pounding the basketball after the foul. Now, Zod, I think, has a little bit of an argument. I thought he had all ball, Randy.
So here is Liam Putman, 8 of 13 from the free throw line this year, as his first Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw is no good. As Drew Peaster checks back into the lineup now. Second toss coming for Putman. This one hits the front of the iron. And a nice job by Peaster to grab that rebound. But the defense there, track it down by Owen Heckler. A little free-for-all at midcourt. We're going to have a push and a foul.
Well, I think they're going to get Leith following through on the scramble. Yeah, Leith right there. Oh, boy, if this is...
Yeah, he saw the arm get extended.
Sure did, right? Forearm right into the chest of Azad Burton. Good thing Azad Burton is a strong young man because he popped right up. A lesser dude would be on the ground rolling around. It was incidental. Nothing about it looked like it was going to be something that was premeditated, but still, it's the second foul by Braxton Leith.
Yeah, that's the big part of that, is him picking up his second foul here in the opening quarter.
There it is. Ren Sheets at the top of this 1-3-1. How about this? Backing it up, his brother, the Twin Towers are in.
And not guarding the paint. That is not something you typically see out of 6'4" and 6'6". But they have the ability to do it. They're going to force the turnover. It's a 4-on-1 right now. Good bounce pass is going to lead to at least free throws. As we see Tommy Hafner wanting a goaltending call. Thought someone got into the net as we take a look at the replay.
A nice job giving it up. A 3-on-1 break. Jeff Williams is going to contact. Yeah, I'm not sure that's a goaltending, but I get it, Tommy Hefner. Argue as much as you can to see if you get that point.
First free throw coming here for Hefner. He'll knock down his first least famous recipe chicken free throw.
That's going to be Williams, Jeff Williams' first foul in the game.
It's the team's second in the quarter, and they'll reset here in 4.5 seconds. Hefner takes his time, wants to make sure he gets these. Comes in 74% from the line, makes good on both of them.
Yeah, still have time for a shot. Woo, look at that.
They'll get one off, no good, and that's how the opening quarter will end. 16-12. LCC leads this one after one. We'll take a break here on WOSN.
Ladies and gentlemen. Special thanks to Don Brenner, realtor with Berkshire.
How about what we just saw at the quarter break? Young man's going home a little bit richer.
Look at that. How do you fit that in your wallet?
How do you sign it to take it to the bank?
You need a big bank if you got a big check.
Right. I mean, it's Happy Gilmore, right? Just piled up in the back seat. 16-12 after a quarter of play here. LCC in front of Crestview. You saw the T-Bird get involved as well.
You think the T-Bird would have been excited for him, though? T-Bird was just kind of scowling at him.
Just has that same look on his face every time.
Brady Garlock from downtown, $500 richer.
Well, the T-Birds are going to open up the second quarter by scoring a little bit closer in. A bullet pass goes inside. Drew Peaster will get the finish.
Yeah, I'm not sure the 1-3-1 is what Doug Etzler is, what he's getting out of is what he wants. Too many easy baskets, but ooh, this is going to be a costly one up top if it's the second on Jeff Williams.
Foul number 1, Jeff Williams, his second.
Making sure that he doesn't do or say anything that gets him in further trouble. He will sit down as Jackson White will check into the lineup.
I was going to ask, if you're Sean Powell, do you sit him or let him play? And he just waved him. That's your second. You're coming over here right now.
Knights trying to figure something out. Down 6 early in the second quarter. There's the lob, and it'll end up with an easy finish for Ren Sheets.
Yeah, what a great back screen to get him free. And how about the pass? Nice catch as well. Perfectly executed.
Yeah, ball's knocked away from Burton. Want to get the lob in again this time. It's White that comes up with a steal. Parker is going to feed Jordan Pretty, who's able to score for the T-Birds.
Yeah, nice assist by Brady Parker. And you think maybe Brady Parker has talked to Jordan Pretty about, hey, we could do this on the gridiron in the fall. What do you think? Come out, play some receiver.
I mentioned that Brady Parker not counted on a guy to score a lot, but gives him 4.5 rebounds, nearly 3 assists a night. And now a turnover as Hayden Parrott got rid of the basketball, was going to go baseline, was out of bounds, never reestablished.
Yeah, you got to reestablish before you touch it. And unfortunately for Crestview, Hayden Parrott didn't do that, or else it would have looked like it was going to be another easy layup for them.
6:40 counting left to go in the second quarter. 2014 our score and our scoreboard tonight brought to you by Carey Insurance in Grover Hill, proudly investing in our youth programs and our communities. 3 balls no good. Sheets to get that rebound.
Yeah, it's like you're calling a hockey game right there. Sheets on the assist.
Now, will they build the Sheets in Convoy?
Ooh, some good food and gas.
We have to talk to the unofficial mayor at Convoy. There's one inside. That's going to be no good. Trying to fight for it again is Wren, and we're going to have a foul.
Old Jackson inside trying to do his best to hang in there, and Drew Peaster as well.
Number 11, Drew Peaster, his first, team
Good effort by Drew Pieser, but he's just going to be caught with a dude's elbow hitting him in the chest while he's trying to play defense.
Inbound again. They'll go sheets to sheets. Here's Wren trying to get inside, and he'll get the easy bucket, and it's going to be a quick timeout as Coach Powell wants to coach up his guys. It's a Metzger Financial Services timeout, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. With the stoppage, we'll take a break here on WOSN. 20-16. As there is some sneaker game strong in that LCC
Oh,
staff.
you ain't kidding, brother. So the coaches, they have to have one shoe, right? Because, you got to have different performance when you wear that shoe when you're coaching, as opposed the players have all the red ones. So sneaker game strong at LCC.
So is the ball movement. It's going to lead to a bucket for Xavier Purnell.
Like really good moving without the basketball, and here they're going to come run and jump in the back court.
That balance continues. That's now the sixth T-Bird to score. 3 from the corner's no good. There's Ren Sheets with another rebound, trying to muscle his way inside. A little too strong with that one. Second attempt is going to be ripped away, and the T-Birds come away with it as Azad Burton is going to draw the foul in midcourt. So he'll step into Parrott trying to defend.
Randy, I think Sean Powell came up and looked at our keys because balanced birds, right? They're scoring in balance, right? And then number 2, no clean sheets. Ren Sheets has not had many clean looks here tonight, has he? And then DJ Jazzy Jeff, he was sensational early. Sean Powell, get your own notes, buddy. Don't be stealing my stuff.
T-Birds lead this one by 6, just over 5 minutes to go in our opening half of basketball. Looking inside, and they'll go back to Purnell again, who's able to get the basket.
They're really picking on Tommy Hefner in that spot and the low block, making it look like they're going to make that pass to the 3-point line, and he takes a step there that opens up an easy 2 inside.
Hefner in the backcourt has to throw this ahead to Ren Sheets. Wren able to handle the basketball, back out to Hefner, and Hefner's going to draw the foul.
Thought for a moment it might be a foul on Crestview because you saw the forearm, right?
I think that's what Coach Powell might be saying as well. Instead, it's the first foul on Azad Burton, team's third. Have one more to give with 4:48 to go in our second quarter. The officials letting the conference near the LCC bench play out before they whistle the ball in. Here's Hefner from the corner. He will hit the Vantage Career Center 3-pointer.
Tommy Hefner, the best shooter on this Crestview team, 43% from behind the arc, 100% that time, and Doug Etzler's going to call timeout because they got this thing down to 5.
3-pointers tonight are brought to you by Vantage Career Center. Where will your future take you? Get to the edge at Vantage Career Center. Visit VantageCareerCenter.com for more information. We're also in a Metzger Financial Services timeout. Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com.
Man, nice job by the assistant coaches at LCC as Sean Powell was litigating on some foul calls, and they had to remind him, Coach, let's get in there and start talking to our kids. And look, any coach with passion, he wants every call to go his way, and that's what Sean Powell's doing. He's trying to set the stage where he can get another call later in this one.
24-19, LCC in front. These two teams battle it out. We mentioned our pregame, Crestview, winners of 13 in a row. They sit at 4-1, one of 3 teams right now in the Northwest Conference with 1 loss.
Northwest Conference is absolutely unbelievable. Bluffton, who is a tremendous team, right? Look at all their losses, 6 losses right now. I think if you sprinkle in 20 points, they're undefeated.
I think you're right.
Another change of defense here by Crestview. Somewhere Jim Boeheim is smiling. The old 2-3.
That's still a thing, huh?
There it is, extended out. And you know they're going to be very cognizant of where number 0 is.
Well, right now the T-Birds just feeling it out. Pretty's going to challenge that defense. He's going to go into the teeth of it. He's going to be double teamed by a pair of sheets. The ball's going to be knocked away. As good job by Tommy Hefner to get to the basket. He'll get in and score.
Yeah, Tommy Hefner's kind of taken over this game for Crestview. First the 3-ball, and now this time going to a steal and then the finish.
Cuts that LCC lead down to 3 as we play with 3:45 and counting to go in our opening half. See what they elect to do this time for LCC against that zone. How about just the moves inside? Hey, Zod Burton won't have any trouble with it.
Oh, he just kind of muscled his way in there, didn't he? The open doorway at the free throw line's got to be closed if you're Crestview, if you're going to stay in that 2-3.
It's Crestview bring this one across the timeline with Hefner. Tommy will find Ren Sheets. They're going to go. Spend that spot in the corner. 3-ball is no good for Owen Heckler. And it's the T-Birds that get the miss as Burton into the paint. Burton, the jump stop with the left. That one rolls off the front of the iron. And now it's Crestview. They want to push tempo. Right now it's 2-on-3. And just falling down out of bounds will be Tommy Hefner, and it's a turnover.
If this was football, you'd say the turf monster got him, but I don't know what you say in basketball. He just kind of lost his footing.
That's a good call.
The court monster?
I guess.
The court jester stopped up?
The cheerleaders are going to say they had nothing to do with it.
And enjoying some nachos behind that. Jeff Williams back in the game here for LCC. So you have 2 penetrators up top, well 3 now with Pretty coming out.
5-point lead for the T-Birds. We've seen them both be patient and move quick when they've had the opportunity. They've played very solid basketball game against a really good state-ranked opponent in Crestview.
A great point by you, because even when LCC has missed shots, they've been quality shot attempts.
Burton again after the crossover move, can't find anything, so Jeff Williams will come between the rings and come get the basketball. I don't know if they're going to successfully run 2 minutes off the clock.
Well, I think what they're trying to do is spread out that zone, because they were going to have a flasher, and it was Peister that came up to the free throw line.
Instead, they'll go Parker for 3 in the corner, and he will bury the Vantage Career Center 3.
Brady Parker, just a fantastic player. One of those guys, you called him a glue guy earlier. He's just a guy that can do it all, and now he is out with the steal.
He's got 5 points. He's going to lose the handle on the way up. It's out of bounds. It's a turnover, and the Knights will get it back.
Well, that's a tough call. You see the official trailing it, never really is able to get a good view on it. If you would have said that was a foul, that would have been a foul also. If you say it was knocked out of bounds, how do you know, right? You're in bad position. A trap there at half court.
Knights trying to figure out how to attack it. Here's Ren Sheets. He'll come up top of the key. Heckler with it. Back out to Parrott. Parrott thought about turning the corner. Now picks up his dribble. As the bench cheering on that LCC defense. 3-ball from the wing. That one just spins out. Big offensive rebound for Heckler and a reset of the offense.
All right, Crestview going to be patient by backing it out. Now you got Ren Sheets really working hard inside.
Trying to get him the basketball. Everyone at the perimeter has been looking to him. Just haven't found anything they like. Instead, Hefner will take the 3. That one hits hard off the side of the iron. It's out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the T-Birds.
Really good work by Jordan Pretty to make sure his team got that possession by boxing out Putman. And now it is LCC that has a chance to turn this into a double-digit lead.
They're up 8. 45 seconds to go in our opening half. Jeff Williams just dribbling near the center circle. That 2-3 zone is now being extended out to the volleyball line. It's exactly what the T-Birds wanted. Williams doing just enough to get a 5-second call off as he was having a little 2-man game out there with Parker.
Well, how about that? A little Curly Neal type dribbling out of Jeff Williams, or is it Curly Neal? What'd you call him last year? Curly Lemon or something?
Curly Lemon, yeah.
that Globetrotter legend.
That, knowledge of 70 sports that I have. Jordan Pretty had a big opening quarter. That one's going to be deflected. He'll get one more attempt, and they're going to count it to end the half.
That's something you just don't see every single day. How does it come back into his hands? Doesn't matter, because he's going to leave it up in the air as he celebrates off the floor. Why? Because it's so pretty.
That is one final Vantage Career Center three-pointer to end the half. Big run for the T-Birds. They lead this one at the break. 32-21. We'll take a quick timeout and have more when we return. Halftime here from Edward Hurd Gymnasium, 32-21. T-Birds of LCC lead Crestview at the break, and a halftime show is sponsored by Paulding Putnam Electric Cooperative, celebrating 90 years of service to our members. Randy Roberts, Miles Holliday back with you here. 32-21, as we mentioned at the break. LCC in front, Miles, and we mentioned it a couple of times through that opening half. Talk about the big game, Crestview, along with Spencerville, Columbus Grove, and the three-way tie for first. LCC sits a game back. Don't know what chances they have here as they wrap up conference play, but obviously they're going to have something to say in who ends up winning the Northwest Conference title.
Yeah, just the tempo, the way the game was played, everything was in favor of LCC in that first half. If you're Doug Etzer, you got to figure out a way to get the basketball early to Ren Sheets, maybe have him face the basket. I know they spent the first half trying to get the ball fed to him at the low post, but LCC doing such a great job of defending Ren Sheets. And how about the celebrities that we had at halftime here? Nick Fraley from WOSN right behind us there during that shot. And then Peyton, did you see what Peyton was eating?
I was not at all surprised by
Lee's
I'm not
chicken finger.
He finds it. I don't know how.
Yeah,
I think
there it is right there.
Is he freebasing him out of his car?
Look at that.
Did he just run out to the car and grab him out of the trunk?
I'm wondering if Keith Byers took his order.
So 32-21 again, our score at the half. LCC leads Crestview. And our halftime show brought to you by Paulding Putnam Electric Cooperative, celebrating 90 years of service to our members. We're going to take a timeout. We'll have the second half for you when we return. Randy Roberts, Miles Holliday back with you as we're just about ready to begin our second half. Hey, one thing we didn't mention, about 15 points out of Jordan Pretty in that opening half. None bigger than that final three. Had the three blocked somehow right back into his hands, still in a shooting position. We're going to see the replay. And he gets the corner three before the timer expires.
Yeah, I thought Crestview was surprised that it counted. Hayden Parrott putting on his official shirt saying, no, wave that off, but it definitely counted. Jordan Pretty really impacted this first half, and Randy doesn't need a ton of shots to do it. Very efficient offensive player.
It's Crestview with the basketball as we begin our second half. And we're going to get a foul. This is going to come away from the basketball. And it's going to go on to Zod Burton, who's going to pick up his second.
Team's first. It's on the floor.
Yeah, bumping a cutter. Every coach will say it. Bump a cutter. Zod did a little bit more than bump.
So here's Hayden Parrott. He's going to give off to the wing. Tommy Hefner trying to find somewhere to go. Gives it back to Parrott. Ren Sheets calling for the basketball. Steps out about 15 feet. Give behind him. The three ball is on the way. And the Vantage Career Center three is good for Braxton Leaf.
Yeah, how about Braxton Leaf stepping forward? Remember, he was kind of hamstrung with those fouls in the first half. But, hey, might as well help out by delivering a three ball.
It's his first points of the night coming to big time. Gets that lead back to single digits. 32-24 our score, and our scoreboard tonight brought to you by Carey Insurance in Grover Hill, proudly investing in our youth programs and our communities.
Parrott on the switch was on Jordan Pretty. Then you saw the help quickly coming over from Ren Sheets. He is going to play his man and at the same time keep an eye on Jordan Pretty, ready to help as quickly as possible.
Drew Peaster to inbound this one is going to throw it back to the opposing free throw line. Well, that's no problem for Jeff Williams. We'll track it down. Williams with the handoff for Pretty.
This Crestview defense mixed up different looks in that first half, but looks like they're going to settle in and try to play some really good half-court man with some nice switch principles up top.
There's a good take and a bigger block as Ren Sheets sends that 3 rows into the LCC student section.
Well, I'm not sure Ren Sheets what he's going to do after graduation, but if he wants to go and be a postman, he can, because just mark that one, return to sender.
Of course, T-Birds inbound under their basket is going to come out to the wing where Brady Parker will get it back to Williams.
You better pay attention if you're in that LCC student section, right? Ren Sheets blocks another one like that. You might be visiting the dentist.
They're still laughing it off, as I think one of the students in the front row might have taken a charge as well. So look on the baseline just doesn't go as the Knights come away with a basketball. Here's Hayden Parrott. Parrott gives this one into the corner. Now Leith realizes it's open. His runner's going to get in and score. I'm sorry, that's Liam Putman.
Putman, who was big in the first half, gets a huge deuce to start things off for his offensive game in the second half.
Trying the opposite end doesn't go, but how about the steal out of Jeff Williams? Williams to the basket, couldn't get it to go. Burton with a try. Williams is down hurt. He collided, I think, with the bleachers. Yeah, he's holding his head. He is going to get back and play defense. Look inside, doesn't go. Here, Sheets lost the handle, but it's going to come out to Leith, and it's going to allow the Knights to reset the offense. And the wing 3 is good for Braxton Leith, and we're going to have ourselves a timeout at three-pointer. That's a Vantage Career Center three-pointer. Where will your future take you? Get the edge at Vantage Career Center. Visit VantageCareerCenter.com for more information. They're going to call that a two-pointer for Leith, so it is not a Vantage Career Center 3. However, I can tell you we are in the middle of a Metzger Financial Services timeout. Helping you plan your financial future. Call Metzger Financial Services at 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. So Vantage Career Center gets a free one tonight.
Nice job. That's why you're the best in the business right there. And you did that all in one breath. I don't know how you do it, but that was amazing.
So we are officially 32-28. I think they fixed the scoreboard. I was too busy reading sponsor ads to make sure it was correct. But
all right, so Randy, Doug Etzler played at Ohio State, right?
So I've heard.
24 points and 9 assists in one game. Only 6 Buckeyes have done that in the history of the program. He was one of them. His senior year, 16 points on average. His career, 44% from behind the arc. So you know what he did? He went in there and he talked to Braxton Leith on how to make a deep shot. And then Braxton Leith comes out, first 2, absolutely buries him.
That's what happened.
That was the whole halftime talk.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Whatever they said, bottle it up and break it out again, because Crestview has been on fire since the half.
I thought you were going to tell me that Coach Etzler found some Ohio State legends maybe to show up into the locker room. How about the elbow jumper there for Zod Burton?
Yeah, Burton's been struggling to finish around the rim, but when you have an open 15-footer, go ahead and bury it. And the Zod said, yes, I will.
It's 34-28. LCC in front. Here's Leith from the wing. He's got both feet behind the arc this time. He'll get rid of the basketball. Drive's going to come out for Putman, and we're going to have an offensive foul away from the basketball. This is going to go on Braxton Leith.
Yeah, somebody needs to call U-Haul, because that's a mover, a moving screen. Easy call, but unfortunately for Crestview, the red hot Leith, that's going to be his third one. And Jeff Williams is up, and he's had a rough couple of minutes here lately.
He's taken a beating, that is for sure, but he's going to shake it off. He's going to stay out under the floor. We missed what he ran into or what he bumped into playing defense. I think the student section scattered, and I think he ended up rolling up against the plastic seating, trying to take a charge a couple possessions ago, and we just saw the contact here on the screen. He'll let fly from deep, can't get it to go. Wanted to mix it up with the big fellas on the rebound. Now he's got the basketball, the low block, thinks better of it. He'll use his speed to go baseline, gets the kick out. Parker's 3 is good.
don't knock down Jeff Williams because his game gets better. And so does Brady Parker from long range.
And that is a Vantage Career Center three-pointer this time. Now we'll have a foul in midcourt as Jordan Priddy is going to be called for the reach.
In for Crestview, Owen Heckler.
So 37-28 in our carry insurance scoreboard. Still 3:49 to go in our third quarter.
Well, this LCC team, so explosive. I mean, the second half had been dominated early by Crestview, but then all of a sudden, the spurtability on offense of LCC pays off.
And Ren Sheets is going to be called for the offensive foul.
Well, Ren has figured out that they're just going to bot. Oh, no. Oh, they're going to call it against Ren Sheets.
Yeah.
Oh, my. And Crestview, you see Doug Etzler in the background just beside himself. Look, Ren Sheets, it's been a physical battle inside, and he was just answering the physical challenge. I was going to say, Ren's figured out you got to be the toughest of the two.
I thought you had to play double dare to do that. Pretty keeping that ball alive. Here's Williams for three. He hits the Vantage Career Center three-pointer.
Oh, you know who's big time, Randy Roberts? Do you know who's big time? DJ Jazzy Jeff Williams is big time.
Doug Etzler wants a Metzger Financial Services timeout, so we'll take one as well. 3:13 to go in the third. LCC back up by double digits. 40-28. What a very interesting game we've got going on here. LCC leads Crestview. As I was just schooled by one Miles Holliday during that timeout that the Crestview coaching staff are not wearing dunks.
No,
I'm sorry, they're not wearing pandas.
Right.
Pandas have to be black and white.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thus, the panda bear
That's
is black
okay.
and white. Now,
Okay.
they're wearing
They
dunks.
are dunks.
Yeah, I love the colors on them.
But not pandas because they are blue and not black.
Both coaching staff going deep into the sneaker game here tonight.
Those are the deep conversations that you get off air between Miles and Randy, in case anyone's interested. Three ball. Hey, and how about the Vantage Career Center three for Hayden Parrott?
Hayden Parrott. Big time three.
Gets that lead back to single digits. Crestview's cut into this lead a couple of times, got it down to 6, and now a travel is going to be called on the T-Birds.
It was close to being a charge, but they're going to get the travel out of it. Jordan Priddy turns the corner. Really good help defense.
Saw the elbow there.
Good help defense by Parrott to get the turnover.
Miles had to elbow me out of the way to get to the least famous recipe chicken figures. Looks like Peyton got all of them, though.
Yeah, you watch fingers disappear around Peyton.
Oh, Ren Sheets using a little elbow. He's going to get some room to score.
About the freest that Ren Sheets has been all day long, and you see why you want to pay so much attention to him. When he's by himself or with one guy, he can finish.
Right now he's about 6 under his average. Brady Parker for 3, can't get it to go, but Sheets has the miss. Now the outlets for Tommy Hefner. Tommy's across the timeline.
If you're Sean Powell, though, you're not upset by that shot by Brady because he's made 2 of them from that spot, right?
Right. Knight's trying to get set up. Ren Sheets sends us around Hefner again. Hefner trying to find someone. Now long lob. Sheets double team, gets the kick out. Straight on 3. That one a little too strong out of Leith. And the T-Birds have the miss. Jordan Priddy able to set up the offense. He had wings on both sides, was looking around like he wanted to get rid of the basketball. With 90 seconds to go in the quarter, it looks like the T-Birds will take their time. Started to dribble drive, didn't like what he saw, so Jeff Williams come get the basketball.
Yeah, I'm not sure I go all the way out on Jeff Williams here. I mean, is there anybody on the floor you believe that he can't dribble around?
Or through, or around, or scoop, or score, or whatever. But what a move out of Williams. By the way, he's just a freshman.
Just quicker than a hiccup.
Now we're going to have an offensive foul called on the other end. And this is going to go on Hayden Parrott, who's going to pick up his 3rd.
If you're watching and you're saying, well, Brady Parker wasn't set, well, it doesn't matter because Parrott's the one that initiated the contact. You just can't knock people over. Now, if it was pro wrestling, roller derby, yeah, you can knock them over, but not in basketball. You can't. And Randy Roberts, Crestview down with 1 minute left, down by 9. Dare I say, they are snacking on some serious danger.
Yeah, they might have been for a while now. T-Birds with a big opportunity here. Under a minute to go in the third quarter on our Carry Insurance scoreboard. Here's Williams again. Moves out of the center circle. Gets in the lane this time, gets rid of the basketball as Drew Peaster with it. Peaster will give the hand back to Williams. Well, Williams has just been a magician with the basketball tonight.
How about the handles? Shades of hot sauce from the N One tour, or maybe the professor.
Williams around again. Try to get that scoop on Ren Sheets. Couldn't get it to go. Good transition for the Knights. Kick out. Here's Parrott on the baseline. Has to get rid of it. They'll work it around. They want to get to Ren Sheets. Gets the drop step, scores, and he'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Wow, situational basketball. When Crestview watches this one tomorrow, they're going to say, great job, but we didn't take a lot of time on the offensive end, and we got a quality shot. Now, on the other end, LCC is going to say, why are we shooting with 22 left on the clock?
That's a good point. So Ren Sheets is going to step to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. Visit Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Wapak, Devils, and St. Mary's. Locally owned and operated, Lee's is not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too. Free throw is no good. Rebound knocked around. Azad Burton comes away with it. Burton with three. Can he beat the timer again? Flies from deep. This one is no good. And that's how our third quarter will end. So LCC will take a touchdown lead into the fourth. 42-35. We'll take a timeout here on WOSN. 42-35, LCC in front of Crestview as we begin our fourth and final quarter of play. Randy Roberts, Miles Holliday back with you here from her gymnasium in LCC. Great facility, great setup for our crew tonight here on WOSN as we wrap up the, final parts of the regular season. Just 2 weekends really left.
Yeah, with the draw is on Sunday, right?
Yeah, it is.
Is your favorite pencil-written bracket day of the year?
Yeah, that's right. Fun time filling in more girls brackets than ever with the expanded tournament. Do the same thing, Super Bowl. Man, what a great Super Bowl Sunday you get. Tournament draws at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Take care of all that till about 3:30. Crush pizza or pizzas, maybe some wings. Turn on a game at 6:30.
Maybe some wings.
It's all going to be. Now that I live in a DoorDash community, don't have to leave the house.
Now, Randy, do you sharpen your Crayolas on Wednesday, or do you wait till Saturday or Sunday for your bracket fill-in?
It's usually Sunday morning.
All right. I like this move here by Sean Powell, pulling the ball out, forcing Crestview to come out and defend, and yet at the same time eating some clock.
Now we're going to have a reach, and this is going to go on Crestview.
Yeah, Putman just beside himself. He thought he had poked it free.
I do make sure the mechanical pencil has enough lead in it. That's the key thing. Make sure the eraser's out. If I happen to make a mistake, which is rare, but it does happen. People watch this broadcast. Yeah, he makes a few a night.
That's okay, though. You've been carrying me for years. You're due to make some.
Crestview fans wanted a travel called on Jordan Pretty. Burton's going to have this one poked away. It's a 4-on-2 for the Knights. We'll go with Hefner. Hefner stops at the wing to give behind him for Parrott. Parrott back to Hefner. Hefner will take the corner three. That one's going to be no good. As Jeff Williams skies out of nowhere to come get the miss.
Well, that was about as clean as a look you're going to get. Hefner just pulled the string a little bit. Couldn't follow through on it, or else this game would be a lot closer. Crestview really needed that one to go.
Williams get into the paint now. A reach is going to be called on Tommy Hefner.
Foul on number 10, Tommy Hefner. It's his first.
It's going to be his first, team second. Forced the T-Birds to inbound with 6:13 to play in this one. As Drew Peaster quickly gets the inbound in. Williams caught some of the defenders by surprise. Wants to reset. Might as well run some more time off the clock. You've taken a couple of minutes. for LCC.
Jeff Williams is one of those guys that is actually quicker with the ball in his hands.
Now Pretty with the take, and it looks like he's going to go shoot a couple Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws.
Nice example of what a nice athlete Jordan Pretty is, as he hung in the air until the foul was committed. You think Scott Palte has had a talk with him about maybe playing football?
I'm going to guess it's come up. That is going to be the 4th foul on Braxton Leaf. So it looks like he's going to sit down as Pretty knocks down his first Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw. How long can you leave Braxton Leaf out of the lineup? You're already down 8, make it 9.
Not too long. Remember, you can try to hide those fouls by going a little offense and defense with them, but he's been such a big part of what they do defensively as well.
So Hafner at the point gets this ahead. 2 paired. Here's Ren Sheets. Sheets swing this around to the wing. Owen Heckler back out for Hefner. Takes the 3. It's no good. Williams with the rebound will find Pretty, and Pretty sends this one home.
Oh, yes you can, young man. A little dunkalicious. Get your steps down right, and yes, right over top that rim.
Now Ren Sheets is going to be fouled on the other end, and he's going to go and shoot a couple of Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws.
Going to the line for 2, Ren Sheets.
Do you think the guys are going to get on Jordan Purdy after the game about just barely getting that dunk?
That might come up.
It's not exactly a rim rattler, but it's still a dunkalicious.
As Ren Sheets knocks down his first free throw, Ren is a 69% free throw shooter. It gives him 9 points tonight. 10-point lead for the T-Birds on our Carry Insurance scoreboard. And it'll get back into single digits.
Well, every time you think LCC is going to blow this open, Crestview just does enough to hang around in this one. Now they're going to gamble a little bit up here, trying to get themselves a turnover. They got to get a lot of help. They're going to come back and win this one.
And lob is going to go through the hands of Peaster. Is Crestview able to get it back? Here's Hefner to the baseline. A little double clutch. And the little baby hook is good for Liam Putman.
It looked like something from the 1960s with the Boston Celtics, but it still counts as 2. Nice little hook.
46-39. Here's another run for the Knights. Burton with the basketball. He'll find Jeff Williams. Williams pass in the corner for Pretty. Jordan Pretty will work through a double team. Back out to Williams. Williams just sidesteps defender with ease. Ball is then kicked, and it's going to force an inbound.
Possession will be on the side to LCC.
If LCC can take it and swing it to the opposite end real quick with a run and jump zone look that they're getting out of Crestview, they're going to give themselves a free layup on the other side with a quick ball reversal. And I get it, Crestview, they're going to have to gamble a little bit. They got to get possessions to win this one.
Williams, quick trigger on the 3 off the inbound. It's no good. Ren Sheets has the miss.
I'm not sure that's what you want. Up by 6, and you're trying to work a little bit of clock.
Hayden Parrott able to get to the basket, switches to a right hand, and will get in and score.
Yeah, here comes Crestview again. Just the character-driven, hard work ethic of Crestview. They're going to find a way to stay in games.
They got that T-Bird lead down to 5. We're halfway through this 4th quarter as this ball's knocked out of bounds.
Possession will stay with LCC.
But you asked about Braxton Leaf. He's back in the ball game. Didn't sit too long. Got a couple hits on that inhaler he has on there. Got himself ready to go back in this one.
Out there with 4 fouls. Let's see what the T-Birds want to do. There's one knocked away Pretty. And there's one kicked as well as he's being double teamed by both Heckler and Hefner.
Possession will stay with LCC.
It was a really good side kick by Hefner. I mean, if he's taking on Johnny Lawrence or Cobra Kai, I think he scores there.
Wondered where you're going with that when I heard side kick.
Cobra Kai never die.
All Valley 4 years.
That's right.
Well, this is fun watching Pretty and Williams just playing keep away from the Crestview defense. Williams thought about another 3. Instead, gets rid of this one back to Jordan Pretty. Here's Jeff Williams. Crestview wants to double, but they know he's so quick that it leaves someone open. Here's Brady Parker coming up to the high post.
They're not challenging the passing lane enough, making it too easy just to throw it over top or find a seam.
Down to 3 minutes now, and Ren Sheets will get involved. Steps in front of a pass. It's knocked away. Here's the break. Now Leith is going to have it blocked.
Now what effort by Brady Parker to hustle back and get back on defense. That was going to be easy too by Crestview, but not for the hustle of Brady Parker.
And Coach Etzler talking to the officials, want to know how his guy did not get fouled on the other end of the floor.
Well, I think it was the right call, right? Brady Parker, it was just all effort.
That's what I thought too.
Hustle back, clean.
If the T-Birds Drew Peaster.
It's down to 2:49 to play, still 46-41, our Carry Insurance scoreboard. We'll see how long Crestview lets LCC move this ball from side to side. See the double applied. Pretty able to get rid of the basketball. Williams will just step through it with a dribble.
It looked like they're trying to foul Williams up top.
Double comes back. Williams between the circles will find Azad Burton. Burton to the basket, gets in and scores, and he'll be fouled on the play.
Azad Burton has been challenging the lane all night long. He has been fearless, and this time he's going to have the old-fashioned three-point opportunities. He goes through the contact of wrecking Ren Sheets.
For the bonus,
So Azad Burton will step up to the least famous Recipe Chicken free throw line with a chance to make this a three-point play to add on to the T-Bird lead. Can't get it to go as it rims out. Crestview comes up with the miss as Hefner comes across the timeline.
Crestview's in that position where they can't take a ton of time on offense.
3 ball from the corner's no good. Rebound was fought for. We'll get a tie-up on the pivot. Was trying to get inside was Liam Putman.
Great work by Putman on the weak side to get that rebound. Steal another possession for Crestview. They need to have a lot of good things go their way, and it starts right there with Putman.
And Knights will maintain possession of the basketball on the held ball. Inbound quickly comes in. Here's a wing 3. This one's going to be no good for Heckler. Offensive rebound, though, for Ren Sheets, and another opportunity. Parrott into the teeth of the defense. His pass back out is going to be taken away, and Williams is fouled with 1:50 to play, and that's going to put LCC in the bonus, and the freshman is going to go and shoot a couple of Lee's famous Recipe Chicken free throws.
Jeff Williams, you think as a freshman that these would be moments that, you're like, oh, a freshman, you don't want him at the free throw line. Not the case at all. 70% from the free throw line this year.
So here is Williams at the line. And he'll make his first least famous Recipe Chicken free throw.
Yeah, what a confident player. Just walks right up, locks his eyes on that rim, and does it like he's done it 1,000 times before.
He'll get them both. And we've got ourselves
Timeout, LCC.
a Metzger Financial Services timeout. Metzger's Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. With this timeout, 9-point lead for LCC. Let's take a break here on WOSN. 50-41, LCC out in front of Crestview as we play the final minute 50 of this fourth quarter. Crestview has played good basketball. Final, really, since about second weekend of the year again. You mentioned it in our pregame. We saw them get a win over Wayne Trace, got to 3-3, and you thought maybe they turned the corner. Well, it ends up that was the start of a 13-game winning streak, which is on the line tonight and in some serious danger as the Knights trail by 9. There's a three on the other end. And the Vantage Career Center three is good for Owen Heckler.
Yeah, really good coming out of the timeout by Doug Etzler to draw that one up. Great screen by Ren Sheets to get him free.
Now challenging the basketball up top. Jordan Pretty tried to step through a double team. This one's taken away. Ren Sheets. Sheets will get rid of this one, and the layup is good for Hefner.
Here comes Crestview again. Every time you think they're dead on the side of the road, they rise up again.
It's down to a 4-point lead. Burton's going to knock down his defender. Through a double team, big swat, and a foul is going to be called on Ren Sheets.
Yeah, Burton gets up, kind of grimacing a little bit, rolling that right-hand wrist, and Ren Sheets, boy, how about the follow-through on his block attempts? Yeah, Ren could probably have a career in boxing afterwards.
So it will send Azad Burton, the freshman, to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. Exactly 1 minute left to play, and what's now down to a 4-point game. First toss is money for Burton, who's up to 9 points tonight.
86% from the free throw line on the year. Acted like that wrist didn't bother him on that one.
He'll fill up the second one as well. And we'll get the foul. This is going to go on Williams, leaning into Tommy Hefner a little bit. It's going to be the third on Jeff Williams, just the second team foul. So LCC still has a couple to give in the final minute. Hefner over to Putman. Putman needs some help as he picked up his dribble. Handoff back for Hefner. Hefner will fly from deep. Can't get that one to go. Ren Sheets with the miss. Just goes above the rim to lay it in.
A nice putback by Sheets. Crestview still alive, although they need a couple possessions.
Yeah, Hefner was looking a little confused, running down the floor. As the Knights attempting to foul. Hefner giving chase. Finally, it'll come here with 17 seconds to go.
Foul number 5, Liam Putman.
So Liam Putman will be the guilty party as Azad Burton will head back to the line. Shoot 2 free throws. First one's going to be no good. But it's been a good night so far from the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line for the T-Birds. Burton's second toss off the mark. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. On the rebound, it's going to stay with LCC. Burton to do the inbounding. So when he come into the top of the key, Pretty thought he had it. Ren Sheets comes away with a basketball. He'll get the layup at the other end, and we're going to have ourselves a Metzger Financial Services timeout. The lead down to 2. Let's take a quick break here on WOSN. 52-50 LCC now hanging on to a 2-point lead over Crestview. The Knights got a big steal and basket out of Ren Sheets to cut this deficit. They'll be looking for a quick steal, and if they don't get it, they'll more than likely try to send the T-Birds to the free throw line, but LCC's done a solid job from the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line tonight. Now, LCC to inbound. It'll be Brady Parker doing the inbounding. He'll run the baseline, gets this in, a little contact going for the ball as Ren Sheets is going to commit the foul, and it's going to send Drew Peaster to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. Sheets is going to exit the contest with his 5th foul. So he fouls out with 14 points tonight. And before the free throws, Crestview We'll take a Metzger Financial Services timeout, so let's take another break here on WOSN.
30-second timeout.
9 seconds left to go. LCC is going to have to get a couple more free throws as Drew Peaster is going to head to the least famous recipe chicken free throw line for the T-Birds. As coaches take an extra moment to talk up the young man. Peaster, the 6'4 junior, ready to go. His team leads by 2, and it'll stay at 2 as the first toss is no good. Peaster with one more opportunity will bury that one. And now the quick foul, as that might have been discussed in that timeout with the one to give. Azad Burton commits the foul with 7 seconds left. And now it is LCC that wants to talk about a couple of things. So they're going to take a Metzger Financial Services timeout. So let's take another break here on WOSN. Down to 7 seconds to play. 1 timeout remaining for each team. You see that in our Carry Insurance scoreboard. LCC does still have 1 foul to give. And imagine you'd see the T-Birds use it. Crestview will need a 3 to extend this one. See how this one gets played out. And there is the foul. It's going to be committed by Jeff Williams as the clock will run down now to 3.8 seconds to play. Miles brought up a good point during that timeout. If you're the T-Birds, don't you just maybe keep fouling and make Crestview win this one from the free throw line? So the final Metzger Financial Services timeout now taken for Crestview. We'll keep it here. Timeouts tonight been brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. See what the Knights have drawn up for the final 3.8 seconds. They need a 3 to extend this game into overtime, and more importantly, they're going to need a 3 to have a chance to at least stay tied atop the Northwest Conference standings. Miles and I saw Grove get a win over Spencerville. That put a wrench into the plans for Spencerville. And it also created this 3-way ties. LCC wanted to take a look at what Crestview was going to do, and they will use their final Metzger Financial Services timeout. Miles is headed down to the floor for our postgame, as it looks like he's getting a little chummy with the T-Bird down there.
T-Bird might smile if they hold on to win this one. T-Bird, you guys think you're going to win? T-Bird says yes, Randy.
I saw the head shake. Does he know? Yeah, there we go. We got a shot of him now.
Yeah, T-Bird's excited.
It's tough to tell. By the way, is that a nasal strip he has on?
It is, yeah. Yeah, it's a breathe right. T-Bird's wife said he has trouble snoring at night.
Yeah, right. I completely understand. Little dance, especially 4 miles down there. That's
The cheerleaders look at T-Bird like they don't know what T-Bird's doing sometimes. Do you guys know what T-Bird's time?
Not really, no. He's just everywhere.
T-Bird's out there, right? What do you think of T-Bird's grimace? Why is he always grimacing?
Because he feels like it.
I like it. All right, here we go. 3.8 left.
Cressview's got 4 players in the box, in the paint. They're going to take up all 5 of the seconds. 1 attempt. This one's going to be short, and that's how it's going to end. And LCC is going to hang on to get the win tonight over Crestview, 53-50. So the 13-game win streak for Crestview comes to an end. LCC now makes it 7 in a row. And it's going to mean that we're going to have a shakeup atop the Northwest Conference standings. So 53-50 our final. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to check in with our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner when we return.
Be safe driving home. Please.
Big win tonight for LCCs. The T-Birds improved to 13-6, 5-2 in the Northwest Conference, and they snapped Crestview's 13-game winning streak. With a big night out of Jordan Pretty, he is tonight's Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner, and he's joined down on the floor by our Miles Holiday.
Hey, Jordan, come on in here, man. A great win. This was a Crestview team that just would not go away. T-Bird, you happy? T-Bird's fired up, Randy. Jordan, this was a Crestview team would not go away, right? Had a shot at the end to tie this one up. Coach called timeout. They called timeout. What was going on in that huddle? What was the conversation about? How are you guys going to stop them?
Well, when we called our last timeout, we wanted to see what they were going to set up in, and our coach honestly called it perfectly. Sean, we were switch everything, and so we played it excellent, and they missed.
Thank God they missed, right? All right, so you guys won 7 in a row. What's been the difference here on this streak?
Our practices are way more intense. And I forget what our last loss was, but we got to talk in the locker room, and that really just changed the whole dynamic of our team.
DJ Jazzy Jeff Williams, absolutely fantastic with his dribbling. The energy he brings, how does that help you guys?
Oh, man, he brings energy to practice, and he definitely gets the crowd going, which gets us going.
All right, got to make fun of you a little bit, all right? Your dunk that you had, where do you rank that one, 1 to 10? Best dunk ever?
No, not at all. I was talking to Brady Parker and Azad Burton at the free throw line, and I was like, that was weak. I'm not going to lie.
Look, I think it was great because I can't dunk. So any dunk is a good one, man. All right, how you guys going to keep this thing rolling forward?
Same way, our practices, intensity, just being together.
All right, we had you last year on a half-court shot. Didn't make it. Are you going to make it this time?
Like I said last time, hopefully.
All right, here we go. Jordan Pretty. Just act like it was the shot before half. Jordan Pretty, half-court shot. And, oh, that was on, buddy. That was on. Congratulations, Jordan. Keep it going, buddy. Randy, how fun is he to watch play?
An outstanding basketball game tonight. All-way player. Carried this team offensively as LCC comes away with a big win. 53-50, they knock off Crestview as both teams now sit with 2 losses in the Northwest Conference. That's going to wrap it up for us tonight here from Herd Gymnasium at LCC. We want to thank everyone for making our night possible. We want to thank Eric Herman, work he did on the camera, the director and the cameras and the robos and everything else Eric does. I want to thank Liam Stolly, the great staff here at LCC. I want to thank Nick for stepping up tonight, helping us out. And Peyton, thanks to the great work he does. And he also thanks anyone that carries Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in their concession stands. So we want to make sure get that in. 53-50, the final. LCC gets the win over Crestview. For my partner, Miles Holiday, and our entire WOSN crew, I'm Randy Roberts. Thanks for watching, everyone.